Okay, we are badly wounded, and they're not. The game is not allowing us to rest. What about in this area? We need
I
to
shall be
camp
discreet.
desperately.
Right.
Whether by design or by consequence of the sputtering candlelight, the hooded statue's face is almost impossible to see. We don't need to sneak. I hope this does not lead to our doom. We did get a lot of good loot, though. Like a fine scepter for Allo, and so forth. Oh, it got us right back here. Let's go back. Let's camp.
A moment, please. I feel I should explain myself. About my episode in the catacombs. There's something I should have told you earlier.
Cross your arms. Wait. So tell me now. He clasped his hands together, slowly massaging a knuckle with his thumb. I meant no harm. I thought I could keep it to myself, that when we resolved the matter of your soul, we would also address my problem.
I also have an awakened soul. But unlike yours, mine is a presence that shares my senses and my skin, making herself manifest at the most unwelcome times.
He closes his eyes and grits his teeth, his lips quiver and twitch with the vestiges of some internal debate. Several seconds later, he opens his eyes again. They're watery and bloodshot.
I'm sorry. I've tried to learn to control Isilmir. I've gotten stronger, but so has she.
Why didn't you tell me about Isilmir?
Artless, uncouth, a creature of rash impulses and feeble faculties. She wags her impertinent tongue when she should listen. Aye, this one's fit to boil. Hard to get this gaff over anything tisn't to do with books and spell speak.
He grimaces, running his hand through his hair. I have none of her memories. Barath spared me that much, but her coarse manners and intolerable heel speak suggest a provincial from a very, very long time ago. She tends to surface a hair's breadth from conflict when the fuse has burned down and teeth are on edge. And when she shows up, she doesn't stop to gauge a situation, she just acts. She seems reckless. That's it exactly. You recall the way she goaded those villagers in Gilded Vale? She doesn't think, and she doesn't back down, and trying to suppress that has been my problem for years. Why didn't you say anything sooner?
I learned to keep her a secret a very long time ago. Those with awakened souls are shunned, mistrusted. And after your experience with Meowald, I'm certain you can see why. You need to be careful.
Is this going to be a problem?
Merely an annoyance. Although,
He lowers his voice and clasps his hand behind his back. Minute twitches and spasms along his arms betray his fidgeting.
Defiance Bay is said to have an entire institution dedicated to the study and cure of soul-related ailments. Since our journeys have already brought us to the city, perhaps we could speak with someone there.
If it's helpful to you, we'll go.
Thank you. This has been a great burden.
Let's talk about something else. I'd like to know more about Isilmir. When did she awaken? My father was a strict man. He expected the best from his only child, and he didn't tolerate failure. His face becomes drawn. At times he could be rather adamant, particularly when he'd been drinking. Isilmir manifested on one such occasion. To be honest, I don't remember the specifics, only that he was more careful with me after that. You said that you learned to hide her a long time ago? My mother instructed me to keep her a secret after she first emerged. She feared that knowledge of my awakening would render me an outcast. Even though Isilmir proved useful against my father, I trusted my mother's advice, and I've since come to see the wisdom behind it. Merwald is an extreme example, but one that I can relate to more and more each year. Could I talk directly to her? He gives you a taut frown. Her usurpations are uncomfortable enough. I'm not eager to invite her into my consciousness more than necessary. We're getting to learn more about our party members. Now we desperately need to rest. Is there anything back down there? I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I did go back down here, and there were a couple more fights that we missed, but they were brief, just very few opponents. Killed them, looted them, found some knickknacks that we hadn't found before, and made my way out. So now we're badly wounded. Let's see what the journal has to say about this experience. I've made my way into the chambers beneath the ruins of the Temple of Wedika. If what Merwald said is true, this is my best chance to find the leaden key. I don't know what that accomplished. We fought some some worshippers of some deity, and that was about it. Nothing really helpful. Let's get healed.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll spare you. I'm going to make my way probably to an inn. So I'll see you at the inn. So here we are at the inn.
Hail and well met.
Can I get a room? The common room. Okay, we're healed. Now let's trade.
Hail and well met.
Fine leather armor. We'll give that to Gradius. Okay. And what do we need in return? Nothing, I guess. All right. That's Slash. And this is Crush Pierce. Okay.
How's the hand?
Turning purple. I'd have to cut it off.
I warned you not to pet him.
If I'm not supposed to pet him, why is he so soft?
Sure.
Now we have a cute little putty cat. We still have this locket. Oh, no we don't. No we don't. Do we have that ring? Let me look at the journal. Alright, I think we have to go back to the sanitarium. But let's keep exploring this city. There's gotta be a companion here. On to Andra's gift.
Hey, Olaf, can I, talk to your, your friend? What is it about Isilmir? I'm right here, you know. No, you're both great. It's just, well, I feel like I don't get to spend as much time with her, and she's just so funny. I mean, some of the things she says are not nearly as funny when you've been hearing them for 50 years.
Funny. Let's see what the crier has to say. Messengers from Gilded Vale bring shocking news. Lord Redrick VII, loyal Thane of the Deerwood, has been slain. He is succeeded by Kolch, last surviving relative of the Redrick line. Yeah, we slew him. So this is the poor part of town. There might be someone at this bar. He was just mugged. This man's fancy clothes are ripped and blood flows from a fresh cut above his eye. That'll teach you for going slumming, noble lord. And also for, coming to the poor place all alone to pick up drugs. He tries to push himself up, but his arm is shaking. He winces painfully. Help him up. So thank you, he gasps as he rises. My head. What happened? He carefully dabs at his bloody nose with a silk handkerchief. I was just on my way to the club. He slowly stretches out one leg, grimacing at his scraped knee. It's a rough part of town, but the rabble's never been violent. Even a night with Icali isn't worth this. He limps away. Too bad, I thought that was our next companion.
Nothing like this in Gilded Vale. Just Wallaruna the milkmaid. She knew what she was doing. Overfried cod, watered ale, and prostitution. A bastion of Deerwood and culture.
Visit new lands, see the sights. I do love travel.
The Amal woman watches you suspiciously. One hand is tensed at her side, but as you approach, she relaxes and gives you a friendly, if weary smile. I don't see many outfitted like you who aren't looking for trouble. You aren't looking for trouble, are you? What kind of trouble are you having? A frown ripples across her blue facial markings, the kind that's bad for business. Local rowdies have taken to harassing my hard-working boys and girls. Great, she's not a companion. She works here, and our customers. They started showing up after this rash of Hollowborn, and they've been driving my regulars away. She looks you up and down, scratching her chin. I've been looking for someone to help me clean things up around here. The knights are too busy sniffing around Duke Aver to bother with us commoners in the gift, and I'd just as soon not deal with their bureaucracy anyway. I can investigate as long as there's coin in it. Tell me how I can help. Maya draws you closer. These thugs tend to roam in groups, which suggests to me that they aren't random incidents. She places one finger closer on her chest. You put a stop to these attacks, and I'll find a real nice way to thank you, she winks. Got me? If she means to bake us something, my vote's for cookies. Can I ask you something else? A knowing grin warps her blue markings. Now, just what can I do for you strapping lads? Or strapping lads like yourself? I'm here for some quiet time. Quiet, loud, however you like it, as long as you pay up front. I've got ladies, lads, and a few I'm not so quite sure about. Go talk to whoever tickles your fancy, unless you fancy Cyril, in which case you can settle with me. What can you tell me about Cyril? You must be new in town, dearie. She's only the most sought-after girl in the district. You want to spend time with her? Just ask. She's 1,000 for the night, but she's worth every pound, or so they tell me. Maybe another time. We're in a brothel, of course. We'll come back later. I thought it was a bar. Alright, let's look at this quest she gave us. Maya, the owner of the Salty Mast, wants me to stop the thugs that harass her clients and courtesans. She suspects that someone is organizing them. We could explore these abandoned houses. Nothing but flower addict. A youngish elven man squints at you in surprise. You can't just barge into somebody's home like this. Who do you think you are? Who are you? Okay. I'll take your beer, though. And your coin. If the hand hovering over the spot isn't red, that means you can take it without any consequence. For some reason, well, his back was to us, so... We'll just go in any house that we come across. Blood, great.
Have you ever chased a skirt wizard? Or do you merely hide behind them?
Don't
We've heard
pawn
that
your
before.
personal problems off on me.
They will use you, cast you off when it suits them. Never speak another word to you.
Maybe they just don't answer to fiery whore.
Let's go to Heritage Hill. Not before we explore this place in its entirety. Those were Kickstarter backers, in case you were wondering.
How do you do?
Who are you? I'm a lieutenant with the Dozens. She taps her dented breastplate. We're the last fighting force in Defiance Bay that remembers what it means to be Dear Wooden. And unfortunately, I'm the only one who seems to care about the way Maya's squeezing the locals. Is this the person we need to confront?
Well met, friend. Good day, stranger.
Alright, well, we've got to go, so I'll see you in the next video.